Welcome to the 8th Annual Artivist Film Festival in Hollywood, California, hosted by our community partner, Petrobras. Since 2003, the Artivist Film Festival has raised awareness for humanity, animals, and the environment through informative, inspiring films. This year, the festival is screening 41 films from around the world. Join me, Aaron Michael Sanchez, as we interview some of the festival attendees. We're here with Isabel and Hannah. Now, you both are in this project in the film. And what was that like when they approached you and said, we want to do this project?
Well, actually, my ex-partner Dave and I created the idea of Surfers for Cetaceans along with some surfers and artists in our hometown. It was a very small organization of concerned individuals.
How many?
A small number. There was probably about 3 or 4 of us at the beginning that has exponentially grown as this project has come to fruition. But it was basically came about by a wonderful friend of ours just showed us, he's an artist and an activist, and he showed us videos online of the dolphins in Taiji being killed, and it broke our hearts. So Dave and I sort of said, well, we really need to do something about this other than just feeling bad.
It was a no-brainer for you when they approached you. What about when they said we're doing this project? What was that like?
Well, I guess it happened very organically the way I came on board, because I'd been inspired by a lot of Dave's work for a long time, and he's sort of bringing consciousness to the issues that are happening with the oceans, and you know, bringing awareness to the dolphin and whale slaughters. And I was invited to Japan by Dave. It was about 4 or 5 years ago to be a part of the paddle out in Taiji, and I saw the footage of what was happening over there earlier on, and I wanted just to do anything to be on board and to help out, bring awareness to it, start a conversation, and yeah, that's how I got on board. So.
Well, I mean, it was. I saw just the trailer. I can't wait to see it, and many of our viewers want to see it as well. But I mean, there's some very emotional. I don't know how you can't shed a lot of tears for this. What was that process, being in the middle of that or being next to it?
It was heartbreaking. I mean, it was amazing because there we were, and there was fishermen attacking us with sticks, and dolphins were netted off, and they were about to be killed, and there were more dolphins on the beach, and their blood was leaching into the water which we were paddling through. And it was utterly heartbreaking to not be able to do anything to help these dolphins other than just bear witness and to be able to show the world what was going on. But on the one hand, it being so sad and depressing that this situation was happening, I was also very enlivened by the fact that I had people around me that were so passionate about it as well, that there was a feeling of solidarity and strength, and I was so impressed with the human race on that side. So it was a very bittersweet experience.
All right. Has this changed you, the experience?
Yeah, I mean, what experience doesn't change you? But yeah, it was a very inspiring, emotional. I mean, it was. I learned a lot about the issue, and it's sort of, it's been.
Well, speaking of which, you know what? Sorry, we just had people walking in front. Now, when it was brought to you, and you now say you've learned a lot, what do you think that our viewers should learn or take away from your experience?
I think that every single person has a certain power they don't even realize yet. It's not like these huge organizations that you think, well, I'm not that big, I can't do anything. It's every little individual makes such a difference. So just find what you're actually passionate about and your strengths. Like for me, I'm a professional mermaid, and it's not like
I understand that.
I'm not going around, like I'm not a huge, corporation, but just by doing what I love and what I'm good at, and then using it to bring attention to the issues that I'm passionate about, I think everybody can just use their talent. If you're a musician, write songs about it. If you're an artist, paint pictures about it. Just use what you're good at, and don't feel like it's too big to do anything.
So speaking of which, what's the next thing for both of you?
I'm continuing to be a professional mermaid around the world and do what I can to bring awareness to the ocean environment.
Okay, I have to ask because I know everybody's wondering, how long do you hold your breath for?
About 2 minutes.
How do you get to that? Have you tried that?
No, I leave it.
But she has worn one of my tails, and she's a natural.
And you just had some great projects come out, Transformers 2, some others. What's coming up in the future?
There's a film I just finished shooting in Belgium Belgium. It's called The Loft, and that was really enjoyable. It's with James Marsden, and it was a wonderful cast. And the next film to come out is Immortals, which is released 11/11/11.
Well, already by the title, I'm ready for it.
Thanks. It's I'm looking forward to it. It's a Greek mythology epic with Mickey Rourke and Henry Cavill. It'll be fun, yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's different when you have a project like this and then you go back to that type of project. But I mean, you're helping fulfill, maybe we'll have you being honored in a couple of years.
Well, we'll see.
Thank you so very much for taking a moment with us. Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you.